GPT-5 from OpenAI is out lately and now also already integrated into Flying. Let's have a quick look what is updated and what is new. You see it here on our dashboard side. So GPT-5 is now available, and also very important, massive cost drop when it comes to cost for AI listing generating, but we go to this in a moment. First, we have a look in the research, and here we basically have updated what we can. This means when you want to create, for example, now AI prompts, then you can hover over the design, you go to the AI image generation, and then you click on prompt, and now this prompt is for you made with the new AI. If you use the image editor also before, you will recognize for sure that the structure has changed, that also more details are now known by the new model, and also this limit was before 1000 characters, now it's up to 1400 characters per prompt, basically because the analyzing the prompt itself is now even more detailed than before. And then the other image generation is like before, so you can see here the models from Ideogram, the Fly model, and also the Flux model, and then you can simply click on the one that you want and click on generate, and then in this case Ideogram is taking this prompt into work and creating new designs for you. And you can also upscale, you can also background remove. For the background remover also very shortly we will have an update. So great designs, as I mentioned, you can upscale, you can background remove, and then you can put this to full use, created in less than a minute. And of course we also have updated our AI research tabs, so Aurora, Reveal and Mumble, to get even more spot on results, and obviously also get some variation when it comes to results and niches. So here you can still search by any topic, any keyword that you want by the marketplace, and also here if it should be a mainstream niche or a specialized niche. What I mean by that, I can show you, for example, mainstream, and I have here a prompt, best sightseeing spots, and then make it a little bit more precise. So without any extra text, only the spot. This is obviously the US marketplace, so it will show me the sightseeing spots for the US in this case. And then you will also get the search volume and also the total products number for this keyword, so you can directly compare here the results and see, okay, what makes sense, what makes not so much sense. So basically, for example, the Yosemite National Park has a very good ratio compared to, for example, the Yellowstone National Park. This probably has also something to do with the Netflix series, I think. So you have to go obviously a little bit deeper into the research here, but here are the sightseeing spots. And what I wanted to show is when I now go to specialized, then you will get sub niches or smaller niches that are also pretty good for your research, and probably also many niches you can convert directly into sales. So you can see it here. These are probably also US sightseeing spots. And you see here that obviously the search volume is lower, but also total products much lower, and also the ratio is sometimes ridiculous here. Obviously same here, you have to do a little bit more research if it makes sense what is already online on Amazon, but you see it before with Flying. You can also create designs. You can also obviously create designs with your own prompts, so endless possibilities. You just basically have to find the niche, and this AI update with GPT-5 should help you. Reveal is then the same, Mumble is also the same, jokes, memes, puns, quotes, everything that you need, also what you create to make something new, that is not on the marketplace yet. Also very good and very important, and with the GPT-5 update, hopefully now even more spot on. So this is the research part, and now we also jump into the upload part where the update is even more massive. And not just the research, we also updated the edit section of Flying Upload. To be more specific, we updated the AI listing generator. So you can create now with GPT-5. This means you can simply load any designs that you have into the design management, into the Flying Online Edit, and then you just go here, select the design or the designs that you want, and then you can now select here the new version, GPT-5 Mini and also Nano. GPT-5 is by far the most advanced one. I show you in a second why. Because it has also reasoning. So basically it creates the listing and then thinks about the listing. You will see why this is so advanced. GPT-5 Mini is, to be honest, comparable with GPT-4o, but much cheaper. I also show you this in a second. And Nano is really by far the cheapest model, but also with solid results. So maybe if you scale a series or something, Nano can help you to keep the token costs cheap and also make the results solid. So first of all, I want to create with a GPT-5 and this is vision, so I do nothing, I just generate a listing. So this means GPT-5 now has my design, analyzes it, and based on this creates the listing. GPT-5 has one disadvantage, and this is that it takes longer and can take a lot longer, especially when you create several languages for a design compared to GPT-4o, what was the default model before, and you can still use it, and also Mini and Nano. Simply because what I just told, it will think about the result again. So this is a really unique model here that you really can't compare with anything else. And you can see it here. And what is the important and very, very cool part about it is that the GPT-5 also thinks about targeting groups. You know, obviously we also fine-tuned this prompt, but apart from that, it also thinks about it. For example, the bullet point one looks like for duck lovers, meme fans, and pool party crews. And then also it describes you the image and references, for example, when you go with family and friends, so with your squad. And this is the same here. Here you see it in fun bar squad vibe that fits pool games, selfies, and casual meetups, for example, water pot tricks, boating weekend. So you see it references to a lot of events and potential targeting groups without even mentioning it. I mean, with you even given any input at all, you know, it's simply just, it analyzes your image, it writes you a great brand, a great title, and then bullet points with targeting groups. That's really ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, the only thing you probably have to do here is a quick trademark check. Obviously we fine-tuned also compared or referring to trademarks, but you can never be 100% sure, to be honest. That's also because many trademarks are often like more or less like a gray area, or something is on Amazon allowed and something isn't, you know. So trademark check I would still recommend, just to be sure, you know, and don't get any rejections. But I think you see what GPT-5 can do. And what I also wanted to do, I just do the same process here again, but select all to show you the token costs. So you can see here GPT-4o in this case is basically 1 token for 2 languages. I think I generate here 2 languages, yes. So this means 7 tokens. GPT-5 is 15% less. So this means in this case for these 14 languages, so 7 designs, 2 languages, 14 languages, or just 6 tokens in this case. GPT-5 Mini massively by 50% less. So here we have just 4 tokens, and GPT-5 Nano even more cheap, you know, by 75%. So this means just 2 tokens here for all these languages. And obviously these are just 7 designs. You can now decide, you know, yourself, you want to generate more languages, because basically token costs stay the same for much more languages, or you simply want to AI generate more designs. This is completely up to you. All that I can say to the GPT-5 models is they are massively cheaper, and you can now generate massively more. Also very important for us, you know, that we can give you something in hand where you can really work in bulk. So, and yeah, this is the update also here then in Flying Upload, and you see what GPT-5 can do, what listing it writes without any input. It's really ridiculous. Yeah, this is really a lot of research before, you know, to find all the audience groups, and you can do it now in bulk with Flying with a single click. Don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to learn more about Flying and sometimes you ask yourself, how is this working? Then simply look here at the YouTube channel. Everything that I did here is explained in our videos. And if you have now any open questions, then simply write it down in the comments. I see you next time, and I wish you a nice day. Till then.